and TV Jagrati, the official stations for National Cybersecurity Awareness Month from 4 to 5 p.m. We will also be distributing a poster on Wednesday on why you are a target, identifying all the different ways cyber criminals can make money from hacking you. On Thursday 13th, we will be linking to a security awareness video on targeted attacks. On Friday 14th, we will be sharing a site where you can learn more about protecting yourself online with daily security awareness tips. On Saturday 15th October, we will be hosting a free cyber safety awareness session for parents and business owners on how to protect your kids and business online at 10 a.m. to 12 noon at the Parvati Girls Hindu College. Remember, you are free and in fact encouraged to share these materials with your employees, family, friends and neighbors on social media under the name ITINTT. If you have any questions about our activities in October or suggestions on how to improve our cybersecurity efforts, please contact ICT Experts Limited. Visit our website www.itinttt.com or call 692-ICTE, that's 692-4283.
And we say Sitaram to all listeners on Radio Jagrati, 102.7 FM, or viewers on TV Jagrati. Welcome to Digital Guru with Panaji Shiva Janak Maharaj. Ricky Ramlagan here in your company, Wednesday, October 12th, 2016. And of course, October has been designated National Cyber Security Awareness Month. And of course, sharing all the information that you need, information at your fingertips on radio and TV Jagrati. Panaji Shiva Janak Maharaj. Sitaram Panaji.
Sitaram Ricky, and welcome back to Digital Guru. You know, last week you were a little under the weather. Welcome back. And as you said, yes, this entire month of October, we are celebrating or observing that of National Cyber Security Month as designated by the President of the United States, President Obama. And we are in the 13th year of observing the National Cyber Security Month. And why we would have discussed last week how very important it is that in a digital world we must know how to protect ourselves online, because there are a lot of vulnerabilities that we are being exploited. And last week, every week we have a theme. This week we have concentrated on keeping our businesses safe. However, we have been getting such an overwhelming response about how to keep your home safe, how to keep your family safe, that we want to introduce, as we normally do with our videos. We continue one of the videos that we ended off with last week, showing the how young children especially are so these predators. They're exploited by these predators. And so let's start with this video. As last week we looked at how girls were affected. Let's look even boys. There's no gender when it comes to predators. So let's look at this video and then we'll discuss after.
Are you out of your mind? We already lost your mother. What would I do if anything happened to you? What would I do if anything happened to you?
In this episode, I made a fake profile as a 15-year-old girl. Friend requested 3 boys with the parents' permission, and this is what happened. This first boy, his name is John. He's 13 years old. We've been talking for 24 hours. I've hired an actress named Kim to play Amanda's mom. When John knocks on the door, Kim is gonna answer and lure him inside. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna text him right now the address. Sent him the address. And we just wait and see what he says. Okay, he said I'll be there in 10 minutes.
I'm Amanda's mom.
Oh, okay.
Are you looking for Amanda? Yes. Okay. Come on in. She's actually down the street at her friend's house, so I can give her a call and let her know that you're here. Okay. You gonna have a seat? Amanda? Yeah, your friend just got here, so you want to come home? Okay. All right. Okay, see you in a few. That should be her. Hey, Amanda, come in.
Jonathan, are you freaking kidding me? Do you even know where you are right now? You could have been killed. Who is this girl, Amanda, you're talking about? Who is she? I don't understand. Didn't I just show you last week that YouTube video? Yes. What didn't you not learn about that? Kids are getting killed, abducted. I don't understand.
It's been 24 hours and you already stepped in a house that you don't even know who it is. You could have never left this house. This could have been the last time your mother right here would have saw you.
I would never have seen you again. Your father, your sister. What would we have done without you? Do you know Amanda? Have you met her?
She
No.
doesn't exist. It was fake. That was us. We set that up, your parents, to teach you a lesson. That this could have ended a lot differently, and you're lucky that it was just us.
I'm sorry, Mom.
You should be sorry. Something very bad could have happened to you. Very bad. And the outcome would have been very different if this wasn't a setup right now.
So right now I have with me the father of Jordan. Jordan's 14 years old. Have you talked to Jordan about not talking to people?
Yes, not to get in cars, not to talk to
Just
strangers.
like all over the board, like
Yeah.
don't talk to anyone since he was little?
Yeah.
He thinks you're going out for a dinner or something
I'm going
today?
out with some friends. I'll be
With
back.
some friends for dinner, okay. So right now I'm gonna text him and see if he actually gives the address. I'm gonna say, what's your address? So I could come pick you up. What's your address? Oh, is this your address?
Look at that. I'm going to kill him.
This is your address?
It's my address.
I'm actually gonna have Matt over here playing as the father of Amanda, so hopefully he's gonna convince him to get in the car. So right now I'm gonna say, my father will come pick you up. He said I'll be ready in 5 minutes. Let's go drive over there right now.
I think I see him. Oh, God.
Hey, little buddy. I'm Amanda's dad. Hop on back.
Where's Amanda?
She's at home. Didn't she tell you I was coming?
Yeah, but something about this doesn't feel right.
It's alright. Come on back. I got you. Don't worry.
Help me! Help!
Dude, did I tell you don't do this on Facebook? Watch who you're talking to. Don't you know you never know who's in there? Now what do you do if I don't find you anymore? I'm out having dinner. Then we just talk about this? Then what are you doing in here? Why? What about if I never see you? If they take you away, then what?
You understand, this is real life events that happen. You see it on the news. Did you show him the video?
You saw it? You saw what happens?
It's the same van that the girl got into, and you literally just came right in the same van.
What, you're too big, it's not gonna happen to you because you're a boy? You're not a man, you're a kid. They drag you, they can hurt you.
You have to understand to never, ever talk to strangers online. That's the #1 rule. If you don't know them, they could be anyone. This happens in real life, and you have to understand that.
And we say welcome back to the program Digital Guru. And Panaji, at this point, I'd advise our listeners who are at home and are not at their television set, they should go to their television set and tune into TV Jagati, because these videos are more, they have more impact.
Real life
yeah,
situations.
when you see what's actually happening.
Luckily for these
other
kids,
than
it was a social experiment where they were trying to see how much information children give out, and how willing they are to meet strangers that you can't even verify if the person you're speaking with or the pictures you're seeing is the person.
And actually, social experiments with things that happen in real life.
Things that happen in real life. And you know, we saw the mother there and the father so very distraught that, you know, they have been growing up their children, explaining to them the dangers of strangers and not sharing your information.
And they actually showed them the video that you showed last week.
Yes. Last week they showed
the girls.
with the girls.
Yeah.
So the boys saw the videos of what could have happened to the girls, and they still went and made
the same situation.
So to prevent this and to save our families and our homes, to keep them more secure, we have a seminar coming up, and we'll have the flyer on the screen for those on TV Jagrati, and it's really it really gets you. If you see, the big heading is warning, and it says, meet Susan, a 42-year-old man posing as a teenage girl online. Susan and your child made plans to meet at the mall. And this is a real thing that normally happens. And it says, call in all parents, grandparents, teachers, caregivers, all those who have children that use the internet on tablets, on phones, on computers, and gaming stations. We can't forget gaming stations, because those are also hackable, you know, like the new PS4s and so on. They play online games with strangers.
You can communicate with us.
So they can communicate, they can speak with strangers and everything else. So if you have any of children who use any of these technologies and you're in charge of supervising them, then we are saying the above situation where Susan is really a 42-year-old posing as a 15-year-old girl could have a very different ending. And so we don't want the unhappily ever ending. We want to have the happy ever after ending. And so we have a free seminar, Securing Your Child Online, as part of our October National Cybersecurity Awareness Month campaign, hosted by ICT experts, of course. 2 convenient venues. This Saturday the 15th, will be at the Parvati Girls College in Southland and Debe. Parvati Girls College, very, you know, easy to access.
Easy to access,
by everyone in South there. It's very easy to access, and we have that free seminar. There's no limits, but you must please call the office and let us know, so we have an idea for how many people to cater for in terms of seating and so forth. 692-4283 between the hours of 9 and 5. Please call and let us know if you will be coming, because it's very important. Even if you don't have children, you know, you have nephews, you have nieces, and you're sometimes left in charge of them, and they're on the tablets, you don't know what they're doing, you don't have an idea how to protect them.
Because I'm looking at these are videos, and I'm thinking to myself, this is something I can share in school as well.
Exactly. This is something that that the school children, we actually, Ricky, we have a special presentation that I will send to you. That last week we asked any teachers or principals that were interested. As part of our campaign, we have prepared presentation slides for kids, you know, especially for kids. This presentation we'll be doing is for parents and caregivers and guardians and grandparents and anyone who is there and looks after children while they use the technology. So that you have a little idea what you can do to help keep them safe, how to monitor them. So we have that seminar coming up. Of course, this first one is Saturday the 15th, this Saturday at the Parvati Girls Hindu College, Debe, from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And we also have another one, the same seminar, free seminar on Saturday, 22nd October at El Rado North Hindu School from 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. And that's the following Saturday.
Of course, those of you in the north or south coming to attend, please call early and let ICT experts know of the numbers that's coming, and of course where you'll be attending. 6924283, 6924283. That's the number that you've got to call. Of course, know beforehand how many people you are bringing with you, and of course which venue you'll be attending.
And if you're a little more tech savvy, we have the social media, ITNTT, ITNTT, and Facebook, on Twitter, and Google+, YouTube. Message us, let us know, so we know how to cater seating.
So that your emails as well to info@ictexperts.
info@ictexpertz.com. So you can also email us. That information is on the website, so it's easier to go to itntt.com and all the emails and everything is there that you can contact us. However, this week we're really here to start speaking about how to keep our business safe. Companies and your company data and your money transactions that most is done online now.
Yeah.
Right? So how do we keep these safe? And this week you would have heard in the ads that have been running on radio and TV Geography, which is the official partner for media for this National Cybersecurity Month. They have been running the ads for this week. We're telling you each day what we have to give away, free information to keep your business safe. So yesterday we had one newsletter on CEO fraud. Now CEO fraud, you might think, well, that I'm a small business, that can't affect me, it won't happen to me. Let's see in this video exactly what is CEO fraud and how can it affect you and your business.
We'll be right back.
When the big boss says jump, many employees ask how high. And that's exactly why a new email scam known as CEO fraud is so effective at fooling its victims. It counts on you doing exactly what your boss tells you to do. And the FBI says it's on the rise. Andrea Day talks to one CEO who became a target.
The perfect storm for this type of fraud to happen.
It's called business email compromise, or CEO fraud. And the con is simple. Swindlers fake an email from top managers at a company requesting a wire transfer. And if all goes as planned, the money winds up in the criminal's bank account. According to the FBI, netting billions and counting. The agency reporting a 270% increase in just the first 4 months of the year. And something Tom Kemp says he's lucky to have caught just in time.
So I came into the office one day and someone said, hey, we're working on that wire transfer you requested. And I gave him a funny look. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't request a wire transfer.
He says it was an email chain, supposedly from him to the CFO, then forwarded to accounting, asking for more than $357,000 to be transferred immediately.
It just looked like a normal business communication. Then we stared at the email and then we noticed that the I and the F were flipped around.
The swindlers had created a domain to look almost like Centrify's, researched the company to find out who was in charge and who could initiate a transfer, then set up email accounts in their names.
It was completely crazy in terms of just the level of sophistication.
And he says even after they discovered the scheme, the emails kept coming in.
The crook was actually communicating with us in real time, trying to nudge us along to actually initiate the wire transfer.
The CEOs of Snapchat and Seagate were once targeted. But in those cases, the phony email was sent to HR, requesting W-2s for all employees, not a wire transfer. In Kemp's case, he says he tried to track down the criminals behind it, calling the company Vistaprint, where the domain was registered.
And they admitted that morning that 60 other lookalike domains were created. These domain registration companies, they really don't require any information or any credit card information to set up a domain, at least for the first 30 days.
Vistaprint tells us, quote, each domain registration goes through various fraud and credit card checks to ensure payment is verified. The email address being used is also run through a variety of proprietary checks to flag potential fraud. This is unfortunately an issue that all domain providers face, and every single complaint about the misuse of a domain is investigated.
You really need to step up your game in terms of making sure that you don't have this occur to yourself and your companies.
And he says the best way to make sure is to educate your accounting and HR departments about the fraud and make certain they know that if something looks slightly off, just pick up the phone and call, even if it's calling the CEO. I'm Andrea Day for Nightly Business Report.
Big boss says
CEO fraud. CEO fraud. So the CEO fraud is also known as BEC, which is Business Email Compromise. So it's one of the most sophisticated, as you see. It takes a lot of planning, and this is what the cyber criminals are doing now.
Yeah.
They are plotting, they are planning their attack on who is next. Could be you, could be me, right?
It doesn't matter how much money you have in your bank account.
Doesn't matter how much money you have in a bank account. You know, it reminds me of those snail mail letters you normally get to do a transfer. So they're just taking it to the digital level. and they really do their research in trying to know exactly who is the boss.
Yeah.
So that's why they started off. When the boss says jump, you say how high. So and they time it actually when the boss is on a business trip. They know they have all that information.
They are doing their research on the company.
They are doing that research on their company. Now, so we have that free. If you want to know more, anybody who have their businesses and you want to keep your businesses safe from this sort of fraud, CEO fraud, we have a free newsletter that is available on all the social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, and so forth. You can feel free to IT and TT, Facebook and Twitter and Google+, YouTube. And you will get that. Contact us if you don't have social media. And actually, it's a Facebook fan page, so you don't have to be a Facebook owner, a profile owner. You can access that like a website. So you can go on and get that file as well, even though you're not on Facebook. All right? And you can email us. Go to the website, itandtt.com, get our information, our email us, and we'll send you it as well. If you're not on social media, because some people prevent their compromises by being off the social media.
Of course, reminding you as well, this Saturday at the Parvati Girls Hindu College in Debe from 10 to 12 noon, and next Saturday at the El Dorado North Hindu School, El Dorado, from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. It's a free seminar.
It's a free seminar. You can have nothing to lose and everything to gain, especially when it comes to the safety of your home and your business. It's very, very important that we know in this digital world we are targets. And that brings us to our next video, actually, which tells us how do they gather this information. And that is because you're specifically targeted. This morning we had we released, and we'll share that after the video actually. We'll first go to the video which explains how targeting is done in the cyber world for this data collection, which they then use for the wire transfers and so forth.
There is a battle raging, one that many don't even realize exists. A fight in which anyone can be the victim and anyone can be the aggressor. It can be motivated by politics, by ideals, or simply by financial gain. Just recently, a large company was targeted, and due to one of these attacks, ended up more than $60 million worse off. Targeted attacks are a reality. What you're about to see is based on the real story of one such attack.
Dude, don't even go there. Go where? Everyone knows hand shot first. Hand shot second. What are you talking about? You not seen the original 1977? First. Second. Hey, get over here.
I got a job. So this is what we're gonna do. First of all, we need to research the target. Find out what you can about their finances and social interactions. Make a list of departments and staff and get them on the wall. I want to know what these people are like. What are their online habits? Do they talk about their employer online? Also get me their perimeter security and internet-facing systems. We really need to know what we're dealing with here.
The criminals have examined the target's defenses and know what they're up against. Now they're packing and encoding different malware samples to make sure they remain undetected by standard security software. Sean is using anonymizing software to connect to underground forums. These are used to offer attack toolkits, intelligence, or even just for criminals to offer each other advice.
So what do we have, Ralph?
Well, we have our tools set up, and the ones that didn't get picked up by any of the security scanners we set up.
And for access, we set up a booby trap website that will install the tool on the computer as soon as the user gets there. The link was sent to all the email addresses that we found on the social profiles of the employees. Now we just gotta wait for them to take the bait.
Fortunately, the security software recognized the URL the criminals were using to host their exploit kit, and the email was automatically deleted.
That was 2 days ago. Has anyone taken the tool yet?
No.
Then we need something else.
Maybe the old-fashioned way. The old free flash drive trick.
Hi. I found this in front of the main entrance. Could you check it out, please?
Yeah, it's good you brought it here. Thanks.
What are the employees talking about now?
Well, a lot of people are talking about the company lowering pay.
And there you go.
We're in! We're in!
This is it. The criminals have broken through the defenses, combining a zero-day exploit with some social engineering to get the victim to open their malicious file. This computer is now under their control, and they can use this user account to begin exploring the network undetected. The hackers look for any information they can use to exploit the system and gain higher privileges to access further data. Here they find a login page to an HR database and attempt an SQL injection attack. It fails. They find an email from another user that seems to have access to important databases and target him. After dumping the local password cache, the attackers have domain admin credentials. They browse the network to find the machine belonging to the new target. They connect with the remote desktop to drop a backdoor for later use and access the local hard drives, searching them for sensitive data.
We picked up a minor breach on one of our workstations. We've isolated it and made a thorough scan. We found the bot and removed it. Everything's fine now.
Listen, we threw some back doors on it. We have domain admin, which means we have access to the whole network.
We're so close, it's a done deal!
Now it's time for the payoff. Exfiltration. They return to the compromised machine and find their goal, credentials for a development database. A brute force attack against the server gets them root access and they're free to dump the entire source code for a critical project. All they have to do now is bring it home.
Just like that.
These types of cyber attack are becoming more frequent, costing companies hundreds of thousands of dollars. Traditional security simply can't keep up. Criminals can test their attacks to the point of invisibility and use legitimate compromised accounts to stay under the radar once inside a network. Effective security should operate on the assumption that breach will happen. Effective security should be your eyes and ears throughout the network, enabling you to detect and contain every aspect of a targeted intrusion. In one recent survey, more than 70% of respondents felt that their own organization's security activities were insufficient to cope with such an eventuality. Don't be a victim.
It's amazing. What?
I know those on radio, Jagrity, a little technical, but it's reality.
If you saw what was happening.
It's reality. It's what happened. You know, in the real world, Rick, when if you have, resources and you have wealth, then you protect yourself.
Yeah.
And if you really don't have much, you have less headache. You don't have to secure yourself. But in this case, it's the flip.
Yeah.
They start from the bottom and they go work their way up to where they get that CEO credentials and they can send an email to you from the CEO. So we see in the cyber world, nobody
is safe.
Every single employee in a company is a risk to that company, and you need to educate them. And this is what we do at ICT Experts. We educate. We have a free actual assessment that we can assess each employee of a company and see where the breaches may occur, and ensure that they have the education and the right training to prevent this such happening to you. And at your homes as well. And this is why we shared a post earlier today on our social media, on Facebook and Twitter, ITNTT. Go to itntt.com and you get all the information there as well. You are a target. And so this brochure or poster that we shared is something that you can print, that you can have up in your office, and that make sure that your employees know about. Other than that, you can contact us and we can do a detailed assessment of your employees to see, how much they know. And this one, they gave 8 different ways or 8 different types of information that one can be targeted for. And they use that in so many ways to get exactly what they want. So everyone is a target and you need to keep yourself aware. Just go onto our social media. Everything is there for you, free of charge to go on there. This is the month of freeness, I guess. It's a month where we want to spread the awareness. And so this is why we are doing all this freeness for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, because we have very little education and awareness programs. Actually, I don't know of any awareness programs that we have at this level.
Yeah. Actually, after President Obama spoke about it, this is actually first forum that I'm hearing more about it in Trinidad.
In Trinidad and Tobago. And that's why we have that title. ICT experts are the National Cybersecurity Awareness Month champions for Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. We are championing the cause of making our people aware of how at risk they are.
And especially during this time of what we call recession.
Exactly.
It's hard to lose even $100. So imagine someone going away with your entire bank account saving.
And this is why, especially for our business owners, please join our social networks. All the information is there for you, free of charge. You can also come check us out at the seminar, and if we have enough interested persons, we'll also have a business-oriented seminar to tell you exactly. As I said before, if you can contact us, itntt.com, please send us an email. Let's go to the website, get the information, and we will come to your office and do a free assessment of your employees to make sure that they are aware of the things that can bring down your company or expose. You saw the one we had in that video with the free
flash drive.
You just drop an infected flash drive down in front of the office. Someone picks it up, goes into the office, plugs it into your computer. And there you go. That's it. They're in, as we saw. There's so much.
Let me remind you once again of the dates and of course the venues for this free seminar on Saturday 15th October. That's this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon at the Parvati Girls Hindu College in Debe, and next Saturday 22nd of October at the El Dorado North Hindu School in El Dorado from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. That's in the afternoon. Of course, you can call 692-4283 or visit ITNTT on Facebook, Google, anything else.
Yes. So I guess please call, let us know, especially those down in the Southland who will be visiting us for that seminar, that free seminar this Saturday coming, which will be from 10 a.m. to 12 noon at the Parvati Girls Hindu College.
Panaji, I think these videos that you showed, they were so very effective. Are there links to these on the website?
we will post them as well. Actually, tomorrow, today we posted the poster. Tomorrow, Thursday, we have a security awareness video that we'll be posting. On Friday, we will have a link to another sharing site where you'll get daily tips on how to keep your information safe at work. And then, of course, on Saturday this week, we will have our free seminar until we have in planning what we'll be sharing next week. We'll have a full week again. We're going till the end of October.
I know what I find amazing as well. Not that ITNTT or ICT isn't big, but some of the bigger companies in Trinidad, they're not making people aware of this.
Yeah. And most of the times they are the one that
are
have
targeted
the most to lose. As we saw there, millions of dollars go away like this from cyber attacks and cyber criminals.
Radio and the TV Jagati, the program Digital Guru with Panaji Janak Maharaj, of course, reminding you of that. Those seminars once again are this Saturday the 15th at Parvati Girls Hindu College in Debe from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And the next Saturday, the 22nd of October, at the El Dorado North Hindu School in El Dorado, 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. You can call 692-4283. And of course, before you call, have the information that will be needed, how many people you're bringing, and of course, the venue that you will be attending to. Visit ITNTT on the World Wide Web, Facebook.
And the hours to call, if you're calling the office between 9 and 5, 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. you can call and give us that information for yourself.
Of course, don't let your kids go meeting Susan.
Oh yeah, let's keep them away from Susan, the 42-year-old.
This is where we wrap things up.
So we hope that our efforts are not going in vain. We're really putting it out there. We're trying to make the awareness of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago so that we can keep ourselves safe on in TNTs, have a safer Trinidad online. Right? So Sitaram, until next week where we continue our freeness, and we'll tell you what else we are giving away free next week in terms of your awareness and information for this week and last week. Everything is there. You can go to the social media, go to the website, get the links, and join us in our fight against cybercrime.
Of course, October has been designated National Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Radio and TV Jagati teaming up with our ICT experts to bring you this very informative and educational feature.
That's it. Thank you once again to the management and staff of Radio and TV Jagati for teaming up with us.
Sitaram.
Jai Sitaram.
During the month of October, National Cyber Security Awareness Month is observed. Radio and TV Jagati joined with local National Cyber Security Awareness Month champion ICT Experts Limited in promoting Cyber Security Awareness Month 2016. We are excited to kick off the second week of our campaign. For this week, we are focusing on how to secure yourself at work. We have a tremendous number of resources to help you, starting with the following. On Tuesday 11th, you will receive a security awareness newsletter on CEO fraud. This has become a very common and highly successful attack technique used by cyber criminals around the world. You need to be aware of this. On Wednesday 12th, we will be discussing ways to keep your business and investment safe from cybercrime on the program Digital Guru, broadcasting live on Radio and TV Jagati, the official stations for National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, from 4 to 5 p.m. We will also be distributing a poster on Wednesday on why you are a target, identifying all the different ways cyber criminals can make money from hacking you. On Thursday 13th, we will be linking to a security awareness video on targeted attacks. On Friday 14th, we will be sharing a site where you can learn more about protecting yourself online with daily security awareness tips. On Saturday 15th October, we will be hosting a free cyber safety awareness session for parents and business owners on how to protect your kids and business online at 10 a.m. to 12 noon at the Parvati Girls Hindu College. Remember, you are free and in fact encouraged to share these materials with your employees, family, friends and neighbors on social media under the name ITINTT. If you have any questions about our activities in October or suggestions on how to improve our cybersecurity efforts, please contact ICT Experts Limited. Visit our website www.itinttt.com or call 692-ICTE, that's 692-4283.